Hello, hello, hello. Hi, everybody. I hope you guys are ready. As you can see, we have a lovely guest. We have 3Daisy here, which I think is super cool. 3Daisy, I don't know if you want to say hi or.
I just waved hi, so everybody hi. And
Well,
nothing more to say about that. Hi.
awesome. Well, 3Daisy, of course, we all know as a mod within the Suno community. She's also become sort of like you have become a part of the committee, right? Like I'm not mistaken when I say that you are a part of the committee now, which I think is super awesome. Um,
I
so
help you with a lot of things. Yeah, I'm not really into the rules and all those things. I don't know everything, but I help you guys with a lot of things that is more on an official server related.
exactly, she helps us set up a lot of things and mod a lot of things, and we are super happy that she is here. Um, and because she's here, we thought it would be lovely if she could just sit with us and listen to some songs, which we love to do here. So, Itai, of course, is also here, who has
Yeah.
become somewhat of a regular. Hey, Itai.
Can I just say, it's so exciting to have Three Daisy here. Three Daisy is an icon in her own right. Like everybody knows Three Daisy, and what a fantastic week Three Daisy. Like it makes so much sense. So
It does. It actually does. Thank you for those kind words.
yes, great to
Awesome.
have you here with us.
Yeah. No, very great to have you here, indeed. But yeah, I don't have a lot of things to discuss. I don't know if any of you has something to discuss, but otherwise,
Week three, let's get to it. It's very exciting.
Yeah,
indeed.
looking forward to it.
Well, first up, we have Rasna with Vertigo and a lovely, complicated image as well, which I think looks super, super cool. So, without further ado, let's get this thing rolling.
I get lost in my runaway. I run away, but I don't know where to go. Where to go? Can anybody tell me where to go? My vertigo, all is blurry and I don't know where to go. Where to go? Step by step, I'm getting out of the street light. Step by step, I embrace the pure and night of dark. I no longer wish to hear my name. What can be said if I can no longer bear a new face? Light is overrated and night sort of state. I say leave me alone in my darkness, but I get lost in my runaway. I run away, but I don't know where to go. Where to go? Can anybody tell me where to go? My vertigo, all is blurry and I don't know where to go. Where to go? I run away, but I don't know where to go. Vertigo, oh, 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 oh. What can be said if all songs are now old? What can be said if all feelings are sold? Sometimes I cannot say if it is the sky or my heart that is dark. Sometimes I cannot stop, whispers echoing inside my mind. I run away, but I get lost in my runaway. I run away, but I don't know where to go. Where to go? Can anybody tell me where to go? My aching, every place is taken, no place to sit nice and quiet. I wish to run away, run away. I get lost in my runaway. I run away, but I don't know where to go, where to go. Can anybody tell me where to go? With my vertigo, all is blurry and I don't know where to go, where to go.
Phew. That is what we call a good start. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, like always, you are new with us, so I will give it to you first. 3 Daisy.
I love it. I love the song. It's a little bit more rough. I like rough songs. I like a little bit more edgy, more rock, metal, those that kind of genres. I like that it has when he had that that he had actually more a lot more like a harmonized vocals. Yeah, great song. Love it. Good
Awesome.
start.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Itai. Man.
Yeah, I saw somebody in chat, I think it was Green Doc, saying, "Oh, you're already in it." And it's like, yeah, we're already deep in Vertigo, like just diving into the song and diving into what I felt was the very um this was just dense with vertigo. The entire song is like you could feel the sensation of vertigo, of being lost, of being, kind of not finding the right place, like taking every place is taken, like so many of the same theme kind of repeated throughout the song, and the music kind of felt in line with it, the lyrics felt in line with it from the beginning to the end. And I like that. I was just thinking about it this weekend. There were a lot of whatever happened on Suno, there were a lot of songs on Suno that were like kind of you could see just general songs, automated songs generated by Suno that were kind of everywhere. And this gave me completely the different feeling from the get-go. Like you could see that somebody worked hard to write this on their own, to reflect their feelings, to reflect this idea of the vertigo in everything, even including the complicated image that you said, right? Even that image gives you like that sense of vertigo and lust and the maze and all of that. So very cool song, very well put together.
Yeah, exactly. And to be honest, for me, a creator I've not heard before, and it's very high quality. I really indeed love the chorus. It is very infectious. And Daisy mentioned it as well. The vertigo, like that sticks in your mind. But it's also a very lovely bridge in there, and some nice synth solos. Yeah, overall, a very good start. We got off to a nice start. Um, On to the next one by Zieke Bazaar. Summer in LA. Well, currently with us, it's not so very much summer here, so I could settle for a summer in LA. That would be a nice, nice thing to have. Let's get the song rolling.
In the morning sun, feeling oh so fine. Los Angeles vibes, yeah, they're all mine. Cruising down the boulevard, palm trees in sight. Windows down, music up, it's a summer delight. Ooh, the heat's up, yeah, it's what we do. Dancing through the streets under skies so blue. Ooh, the heat's up, feeling the summer hue. Got the groove so strong, LA's calling me and you. Hit the beach, open sand between my toes. Surf's up, hanging loose, anything goes. Sun-kissed skin and sunglasses on. always hits the mark. Sunset Boulevard, neon lights aglow. Hollywood Hills where the stars all show. From Venice Beach to the downtown scene, LA's the place where we live the dream. Dressed to impress, it's a Friday night. City lights sparkle, everything's so bright. Hit the rooftop bars, cocktails in hand. The summer heat's our rhythm with the city's band. Ooh, the heat's up, that's what we do. Dancing through the streets under skies so blue. Ooh, the heat's up, feeling the summer hue. Got the groove so strong, LA's calling me and you. Club lights flash, DJ spins the tune. We're grooving so hard under the disco moon. Feeling every beat, lost in the sound. LA nights, where the good vibes are found. Next morning's breeze with a coffee cup. Still buzzing from the night, but we never give up. Venice Boardwalk, artists paint the day. In the city of dreams, we live our own way. Ooh, the heat's up, yeah, it's our life song. Listening up the days, but we groove along. Ooh, the heat's up, can't go wrong. The Miss Disco funk vibe, the summer's where we belong. So you can see us dancing, better join the sway. The funk's contagious, gonna light your way. We're the masters of the summer, the kings of good times. Ooh, the heat's up, and we're feeling so fine.
Oh, that was so much fun. That was so much fun. Oh, dude. Yeah, I was totally in that. Itai, where go, go.
Yeah, but I just came back from LA like like a few weeks ago. This song immediately took me back there, like Venice Beach, like a bunch of different places that we went to. It was great. It was not as summery as you might think, actually. LA can be surprisingly cool. But like this was actually also the vibe of the song, kind of like, you know, funk, soul, like really kind of cool vibe to it. I was hoping, like, once it started talking about all the places that I might learn about some secret like spots in LA, some places I haven't been to yet, but mostly we stuck to kind of the main places. But yeah, cool vibe, summer in LA. I can't wait for the sequel, Summer in Miami, which is where I'm at. But like, yeah, really cool song.
Awesome. 3 Daisy.
I actually wanted to dance for real. I was like, "Where's the dance floor? I want to dance on some disco moves now," because that's actually was a really really catchy song. And it felt more like 80s to me, but I'm an 80s kid, so you cannot go wrong with that. So yeah, I was really enjoying it. Love the 80s vibe, and I like the disco funk.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I saw in the comments come by this song is perfect for a Trolls movie, and I was like, yeah, that's totally right. Like it's such a happy, enthusiastic vibe. It had me smiling the entire time, like just being in it, dancing and having fun. Yeah, nah, this is super fun and super cool. I really enjoyed that quite a lot. How nice. Zeek Bazaar. Need to check you out. See what else you've made. Super cool. Well, onward to AI Music Moon Man. And with a song title that I will not break my head over. So, yeah, you'll have to do without the song title from me. Let's see if we can. Yes, we can scroll down to the bottom and follow the text along, which is nice. Awesome. So here we go, AI Music Moonman from Taiwan.
真夜中の鐘12の音揺らめく影が集まり始める怪しい風が舞い上がる今宵の影が幕を開ける闇に溶ける月明かりの下提灯の火が揺れながら進む数えきれないあやかしたちよこの夜を彩る不思議な行列吹き飛んだ玉後ろに花びらぬらりひょんの絵に浮かべて傘お化けがくるくると回る夜の蝶のように舞い上がる百鬼夜行街道を行く鬼と天狗座敷道が踊る金曜日も立ち尽くすばかりこの世とあの世界目が溶ける人が笛を吹きながら歩く狐のよべ入り傘を回して一つ目こそ提灯を持ち闇を照らすその赤い光化け猫たちが屋根をかけるから傘こそ笑いながら花魁道政治鐘を鳴らし怪しの宴幕が上がる人の世界と怪しの世界が重なり合って踊り出す夜見えるものと見えないものが交わる時真夜中の祭る百目のあやか闇を見つめる下長お化け笑いを誘う提灯お化け列をなして道案内する不思議な光九字の傷を優雅に舞い天狗の羽が風を起こす鬼火が空を彩る夜にあやたちの歌響き渡る歌い踊れ今宵の宴人知れぬ世界開かれる扉闇と光の境目の中で秘密の祭り始まるのさ開こな街道行く鬼と座敷人が踊る二夜の日も立ち尽くすばかりこの夜引き夜を共に舞おう百鬼夜と闇を染めて遠い穴から二チョコまで続く怪しの列終わりなき夢この夜だけの特別な宴夜風に消える網夜たちの影また来る夜を待ちわびて夜明けの鐘が鳴り響けば幻の夜を共に舞おう影に消えるあるが明けるからからにどこまで続く怪しの列終わりなき夢この夜しのように消えてゆく月が沈んで夜明ける百鬼夜行は夢の中
Little Suno encore. I love me those Suno encores. Like, I don't know why, but every time I hear a Suno encore, I go, oh, I want more. Like, give me that too. Give me that song also. Nah, it's really cool. And indeed, a shamisen, and it does shamisen very good, Suno. Like, it's very awesome to listen to. Classical instrumentation that works and works so well. Super well done. 3 Daisy.
I think the beginning, from the beginning, the song really had something that it pulled me right in. So that's one thing that I always try to do with my own songs, you know. And some people are really good at it, and this was a good example of that. That you really think, "Wow, where are we going?" And then, of course, it's in Japanese, so I didn't understand it. I didn't read the lyrics, to be honest. I'm sure there was a translation with it, but I usually, when it's a different language, I just try to listen to how musically it's worked out, and I really loved it. It's also that is that the shamin? What is the instrument?
Shamisen. So you see it in the prompt
Yeah,
also.
yeah.
Use it.
Really
It's fun.
really great, and also how that it ends with that, because and that's one of the things that v 3.5 has, the version, the model, is that it sometimes keeps going, but it gives such good endings, so you want to keep that and put it in it. And yeah, that's what this person did as well, and I enjoyed the song as much, and I agree with leaving that part in, even
Yeah.
if he could have stopped on a sooner, uh, and in I can't- if even if he could have stopped sooner. Let's keep it like that.
Yeah. No, no, exactly. Yeah, I I really think that sometimes there are such gems in that last sort of Suno
Absolutely.
encore that like if sometimes you should just crop it off,
Yes.
just crop the
Confusing.
Suno and then start a new song from there because like
Yeah.
sometimes like it really creates something so good where you go, I need this. Okay, never mind. This is now my song. I'm now working from this. Like I've done that in the past, and I think it's a really neat trick to do. But it's very well done. Itai.
Yeah, I love what Daisy said about it draws you right in because it's true. Like from the moment like you start listening, oh, we just caught a plane from LA directly to Japan, and like we're in Japan already. Um, I looked up the name of the song. I have no idea how to pronounce it, but the translation is Night Parade of 100 Demons. And apparently it's a legendary Japanese concept where there's a procession of these like supernatural creatures and spirits that parade through the streets at night. And you could see this in the English translation of the lyrics. And I was just like, that's what I was imagining throughout the song is this procession of like spirits and creatures. And apparently like unless you take special precautions, if you meet this night parade of the 100 demons, like it could be a dangerous thing. But this felt like, hey, you're dancing in the streets with all these demons and whatever. And it's like such a beautiful visual experience to imagine them and see them. So I thought this was really cool, and we were dancing along with all the spirits, and there were such like vivid descriptions of them as well. What was it? Tongues. 100 demons and like one-eyed boys and like different really such a rich description of different kind of demons dancing in the street in this song. So I thought it was very cool.
Yeah, there's of course a lovely like sort of folklore of kami, like those spirits that are like both good and evil, and there's such lovely lore there. But yeah, it's beautiful, and the moment where the vocals doubled up in I think the last chorus, it was so good. Like it was so cool that the vocals just went up and then the chorus came under it. That was amazing. Yeah, really
Fully
nicely done.
agree.
So cool. Yeah, lovely. And this is what I love about SSC too. That indeed we can go from LA to yeah Japan in just one song. Awesome. If it's Japan, by the way, it could be Taiwan. I don't know. I don't know what.
I mean, I think that the story I made up in my mind with this Japanese procession was that it was, in somewhere in the streets of Japan, Tokyo, Kyoto, somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. Um. Well, onwards with Jaden Wright. And never go to heaven. Let's go.
I never knew the devil was romantic. His tempting me was like magic. Hell is hot, but I'm kept pleased. Underneath the devil's big wings, the devil has a seductive kiss. When he puts his lips on mine, he gives me a little type of whisper. Gives me a little type of whisper. He said, you can never go to heaven. You can never go to heaven. You can never go to heaven. Go to heaven. Go to heaven. You can never go to heaven. You can never go to heaven. You can never go to heaven. Mama said I would grow up to be a rebel, a big old fat rebel. And I just didn't expect to be getting love from the devil. In his palace, he tells me things of the demons and their sins. Then he distracts me with diamonds and rings. I'm a puppet and he's pulling on my puppet strings. My lover is the devil. My lover is the devil, and he whispers, you can never go to heaven. You can never go to heaven. Go to heaven. Honestly, I feel like I've told, retold, redone. We say the same story over and over again. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I understand what you're saying. That makes perfect sense. Yeah, you understand. I do. But I think I might have to tell it one more time. Go ahead. Do you feel that aura underneath your skin coursing through your veins? Do you feel that aura? Do you feel that through your heart? Gemini, don't you dare cry. Gemini, don't you dare cry. I never knew the devil was romantic, but now I feel his aura. I never knew, but now the aura.
Wow. Oh my god. That was crazy. That was crazy. Ah, like I'm just thinking out loud and thinking this person what this person's gonna do with V4 is gonna be even more crazy, I think. But man, that was so insanely good. Yeah, I'm just gonna go first this time myself because I really, really love this. But I think what think is most impressive is like all the vocal lines and vocal timings in terms of like expression and doubling vocals and taking the lyric writing in this is just like triple A plus. Like I don't like there. This is just beyond. But yeah, I'm gonna pass it along to 3 Daisy.
I personally really love how it was written. Like you said, it's very well written. It's like it reminds me. It's a totally different song, but still, it reminds me of the Devil Went Down to Georgia, and that's an iconic song. So, and I'm comparing it with an iconic song, and that's meant as a compliment because the story is very well done. I like the vocals. I like the part where she starts talking to the other woman. Yeah, all around, I loved it very, very much.
Yeah, Itai.
This is such a great song. I loved it. And the writing is what really stands out here. Like Jaden can write. Like this has so many different styles in it. Like the storytelling has so many different ways of telling the story, and it's just tells such a complete story there. Like you feel the seduction of the devil through it. It's like a love story with the devil told so well. And and that idea of like the main line be you can never go to heaven being kind of the thing that encapsulates the entire story around it of like falling in love with the devil. And then I that last part about Gemini, like I feel like there's a whole backstory here of like Gemini is this well this character that somehow fell in love with the devil, and there's just so much here. I loved it, and the music went along really well with it, kind of changing into the speaking a little bit here and there and kind of really soft in the background. Yeah, complete drawing us into the story. Loved it.
Yeah, yeah, and it's so soulful and delicate too in terms of like how the music is delivered. Like it is really like not doing too much. Indeed, it's like sort of soft spoken, and indeed, like you said, like seduction wise, it works really well. It's
No,
very
there's something about it where it's like it's like you can't even resist it, the seduction. Like the seduction is just there, and like you're already in love with the devil, and the devil is your lover, and it's like it's kind of matter of fact. It's like there's no fight here, there's nothing. It's just like it is what it is. It's this telling the story around it, and it's like you can't deny it.
yeah, awesome. Like this is someone I wanna listen to more of. I really wanna see what else Jaden Wright has done. Ah, super cool. Well, onwards, onwards. Won't it all just be fine? By alternative reality radio. Won't it all just be fine? Well, let's go.
You're not yourself tonight. You've lost sight of your heart. Stop, it's all in your mind. You don't have to go back to the start. Hate yourself, love yourself. Choose which side you belong. All your problems are in your head. Don't listen to the thought as you lay in bed. Well, this has to be the last time. Forget what goes in your mind. Won't it all just be fine? Oh, won't it, my friend? Won't it, my friend? Tremble for yourself, my man. Know that you have seen this all before. You're stuck in the past, full of self-pity and arrogance. Learn from your mistakes or suffer the consequences. Otherwise, is your head on the block. But this has to be the last time. Forget what goes in your mind. Won't it all just be fine? Won't it, my friend? But this has to be the last time. Forget what goes in your mind. Won't it all just be fine? Oh, won't it, my friend? My friend. Whoa, whoa, whoa. But this has to be the last time. Forget what goes in your mind. Won't it all just be fine? Oh, won't it, my friend? But this has to be the last time. Forget what goes in your mind. It's all gonna be just fine. Won't it all just be fine? Oh, won't it, my friend? My friend. Oh, won't it, my friend? My friend. Whoa, ha. Oh, oh, oh. But this has to be the last time. Forget what goes in your mind. Won't it all just be fine? Oh, won't it, my friend? But this has to be the last time. Forget what goes in your mind. It's all gonna be just fine. Won't it all just be fine? Oh, won't it, my friend? My friend. Oh, won't it, my friend? My friend.
Wow. I'm gonna give it to Itai first, who I'm also gonna ask
I'm
if
gonna,
he can sort of turn the screen off for a second and on, and then we are back because it will all be fine.
okay, there we go. I think it worked. Yay, there we are. Oh my gosh, I loved this. The wow, what a song. Like the that entire chorus and kind of like the syncopation a little bit and how, like the rhythm of it all, like wow, just such great writing in there. Again, and yeah, it's like a simple song. It's like I don't know, it washes over you. It was fantastic feeling. I saw something in the introduction about this as a like a made up singer, and it tells a little bit about the singer, like the country singer whose breakout song this is, and so on. Um, yeah, and it's like, it's a work of fiction about a country singer and like tells like how this fit into his life and career. I'm like, yeah, this is a standout song. I could see how this singer became famous thanks to this song. Yeah, it just works so well. I love the vibe, I love the writing, I love the music. Won't it, my friend? It just has to be fine, you know? Yeah, it'll just be fine. Amazing. Seb, are you all right?
Yeah, I will honestly say the song got me emotional. That's true. That's what happened, and I got tears in my eyes. Went to wipe my tears out of my eyes. Forgot I cut onions today. Probably still had that on my fingers, so now my eyes are just stinging and crying. But yeah, so yes, I am fine. But it sort of got into my eye and made it sort of sadder than I was, which. But no, honestly, it did get me emotional, and these songs, um, like when I listen to this and I see this chorus, it really feels like singing to yourself, like sort of trying to tell yourself everything will be fine, quieting the voices in your heads, like oh, I've cried on this stream before, so I am not like I see your men never cry. I cry on this stream continuously, so that's not an issue at all for me. But no, but it's like singing to yourself, and even though he says my friend, it sort of reminded me like yeah, it's um how you forget sometimes to treat yourself as a friend or something like because I think that is like how you would talk to a friend, and this is a nice way of sort of incorporating that, like talking like a friend would say everything will be all right, and I really enjoyed it. It's lovely. I love this sort of like it's not stadium country, but this more like sort of indie country folk a sound. I really love that. So yeah, very very lovely song. Three Daisy.
Well, I like the fact that it's an pure guitar. Not a lot of people know about it of me, but I used to play guitar and I actually gave guitar lessons. So every time I hear a good guitar song, I'm already interested. And this song is just so good emotionally. It just fits with the text. It's just right. Sometimes you have to in Suno, you have a good song that sounds perfectly, but doesn't have the emotion that belongs with the text. And this is a good example how it should work.
Exactly. Awesome. Awesome. Super well done. And I must say that I've also not listened to a lot of alternative reality radio, but I am now very interested, and I kind of want to know like if there are more Craig Dawson songs on there too. So I kind of want to
Where do we
check out the fictional band.
where do we sign up for this alternative reality radio? I want to hear this radio.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Awesome.
it will blow our minds probably. So onward we get to Nox, um, which is called Peace. Oh, this is interesting. I've never seen that way of prompting before. That's kind of cool. Um, just fascinated by how this is laid out. Uh, Peace by Nox. Let's go.
to just stand and bleed? Will our hopes become ever more than dreams? Can we pick up the pieces we need? Are ambitions just a withering seed? But who am I to blame when we all move the same? No solace or release. Can we ever find our peace? Is that you crying in the dark? I can see that you've lost your spark. Come and don't be long. Find shelter beneath my song. Walking through life in waves, taking our march towards emotional graves. Our souls painting strokes on each other's canvas. Will our connections transcend the vastness? But who am I to blame when we all move the same? No solace or release. Can we ever find our peace? Is that you crying in the dark? I can see that you've lost your spark. Come and don't be long. Find shelter beneath my song. Na 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 na. I know you're hurting, crying all alone. Your heart being chipped like a frozen stone. Just take my hand and you'll be at ease. I'll help you find your long lost peace. Is that you crying in the dark? I can see that you've lost your spark. Come and don't be long. Find shelter beneath my song. I know life takes its toll, weathering your heart and soul. You're okay, you've done no wrong. Come and find shelter beneath my song. Enter my embrace, be at ease, for I'll give you peace.
Yeah. Okay. So, there we are. Did we all heal a little?
That was peace in a song. That's what it was. It was just bottled up peace in the form of a song offering. Thank you, Knox, for sharing that with us. It really was just so peaceful, such come find peace beneath my song. Wow, like it just worked perfectly.
Yeah, yeah, indeed. Yeah, I like the second the song started, I was like, "Oh man, are you gonna do this to me?" Like, sort of like it immediately clear that it's gonna be super emotional. Like
Yeah.
from the second the first key hits, you're like, "Oh, okay, brace," and then it's super lovely and super sort of like warm and embracing and healing and like all these things that like it is very lovingly written, so it's very well done.
Yeah, I
Three
totally
Daisy,
agree. Yeah,
yeah,
it's a really sweet song. It captures you right away. It melts your heart, it pulls you in. The emotions are right. Like I said with the previous song here, again, the emotions are perfect. And Nox, I would if I were you make a persona of this voice because it's very special.
yeah,
What's the persona there? There's the persona called Alicia, I see already.
yeah,
Uh,
Aha. Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, very well
good
done.
choice.
Yeah,
Hmm.
good choice indeed.
Knox was sharing in the chat, so I want to maybe echo some of that. Decided to make this song in regards to my own experience and feelings of being lost at times, feeling insecure and thinking that everything was crashing down around me during stressful moments in life. But I knew I would always find happiness, support, and pun intended peace from either listening or making the music I love, or even being lifted up by those who cared about me. Point is, if you find your peace, or even if it finds you first, you'll be okay and everything will be all right. That says it all. It's such a beautiful
Yeah,
sentiment, and
really
like
sweet.
it carried like all of that carried through the music and through the lyrics and through everything. Really, really, really beautiful.
Fully agree.
Yeah, me too. So we're all on board. No, it's a lovely song. Um, like I want to say we're doing great again in terms of quality, which like I can already sort of predict that voting is not gonna get any easier. Every week we're sort of sitting here going, "Oh, will voting like will there be a week where voting will get easier?" But it does not. It does not at all. Um, on to Mr. Odin with Black Hole Heart. Let's get it going.
You're the frost in autumn, but with a heart so cold. Eyes like the thunder striking my soul. You walk through the world with a wall made of ice. Sharp words, blank stares, just smiles of ice. You never bend, you never break. Every move's for your own sake. Cool as the moon, you barely feel. I'm stuck in your orbit, heart made of steel. Oh, 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 your black hole heart is stealing my life, sucking me in, twisting the knife. I'm drawn to you and I can't break free, but in circles you're everything to me. Everything to me. My heart's bleeding out while fighting with doubts, picking up pieces of things you threw out, telling myself that our love can be fixed, but you freeze me out, and it's all I've ever felt. I tried to fix you, thought I could say, thought I could light you, break through the gray, but you stay frozen, heart locked shut. Every time I try, I lose my trust. Oh, 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 your black hole heart, my emotions run dry. Loving myself for you, it's all I can do. I'm drawn to you and I can't break free, but in circles you're everything to me. Your black hole heart, my emotions run dry. Loving myself for you, it's all I can do. I'm drawn to you and I can't break free. Burn in circles, you're everything to me. Maybe I can't save what's never been whole. Maybe you're empty without a soul, but maybe I'm drawn to you and I can't break free. Burning in circles, you're everything to me. Maybe I can't save what's never been whole. Maybe you're empty without a soul. But maybe I'll burn out the cold and give you some warmth to hold. Your black hole heart is stealing my life, sucking me in, twisting the knife. I'm drawn to you and I can't break free. Burning in circles, you're everything to me. Everything to me. Everything to me. To me.
Yes. Yes, very much yes. Three Daisy, I saw you banging your head and bopping along, so I'm gonna give it to you first.
Yeah, I liked it. I really loved the vibe, love the energy. A bit of yeah, like the 2008 somebody said for the emo rock. It's yeah, it was not my my youth, but I really enjoyed that music. So this was a good one. I loved it. Thank you.
Itai.
Yeah, I saw several people comment in the chat about everything to me. That scream at the end there was like iconic. Like you heard it once and then it came back, and it's like, not something that you necessarily expect to just have like that one word screamed at the end, but it worked so well and gave this song so much character. It's funny how we were at such a peaceful song right before this, and now it's like goes to
Yeah,
such high energy, kind of like the black hole in the girl's heart that you like is complaining about, and completely draws you into it. The lyrics and the music and everything worked really well together, and um pull you away from that piece like into kind of into its own kind of energy and vibe and everything. And I saw PK in the chat said, "Where's my skateboard?" And it's kind of like, yep,
yeah,
it feels exactly right for this.
Yeah,
So
no, exactly. Like the Tony Hawk soundtrack I would play over and over again. Like that's sort of the feeling, but I really love it. Like this is, I will admit, also something that's really in my wheelhouse. I really enjoy like this punky pop rock vibe, but um uh it's interesting because the me really is something that is very visible, but I will also say that, like, when you get to that final chorus, there's a lot happening there in terms of lyrics and vocals that sort of add to the chorus that's already there, where um, there's a lot of different ways that your everything to me is being pronounced and being done. And that is a lot of Suno re-rolling. That's like a lot of trying to get like vocals to do what you want and sort of trying to get it to the place where you want. And I think it's very awesome construction. But yeah, I really love this. I think this is super cool.
I was feeling something as you were just describing this, like this being a black hole heart, like that chorus feels kind of like you're circling that black hole. It starts from you're stealing my life, you're sucking me in, you're twisting like every verse and sorry, every lyric, every row, you're getting closer and closer and closer to the black hole until the me at the end, like you get totally sucked into it.
Yeah.
So
It is very well written. Like I really enjoyed this a lot. It's a very good punk song. I I will probably listen to it again because it is sort of the genre that I enjoy listening to quite a lot.
great
Awesome,
song from Ethan. Awesome.
very cool. Yeah, I was sort of seeing the chat, but I there are people in boring work meetings watching our stream too, which I think is kind of awesome. Well, onwards, and then we go to I Phoenix with yeah, Il Gancio. Where's Pupus when you need him? Il
Gancho
Gancho's
Salvavita,
Salvavita,
the life-saving hook.
the saving hook.
Yes.
Well, I am very interested in where this will be going. That image is insane. The life-saving hook. Here we go.
Un giorno come tanti nel cuore della città, un tizio e un'idea pieno di felicità saltella per le strade, con un sogno nel cassetto ho inventato il futuro. Gridava stupefatto, con passo deciso e lo sguardo brillante. Nell'ufficio brevetti entrò tutto elegante. Ho un'invenzione unica, rivoluzionaria, cambierà il mondo, sarà leggendaria. Ehi, il gancio salvavita, che geniale creazione. Forse sono frutto di un'allucinazione. Invece di bussare all'ufficio che brevetta, il suo camice bianco c'è un tipo che l'aspetta. L'addetto lo accolse con sguardo perplesso. Mi spieghi questa cosa, mi sembra un po' complesso. Il tizio sorridendo con aria trionfante tirò fuori dalla tasca un cibo luccicante. Ecco a lei, il gancio salvavita, la soluzione ad ogni caduta mal riuscita. Se cadi da un aereo o da un grattacielo, il gancio mio ti salva, lo dico per davvero. Il gancio salvavita, che geniale creazione. Forse sono frutto di un'allucinazione. Invece di bussare all'ufficio che brevetta, il suo camice bianco c'è un tipo che lo aspetta. L'addetto più confuso si mise gli occhiali. Mi scusi, non capisco, sono cose un po' banali. È semplice, rispose con piglio da scaltro. Tu lo porti con te, non serve nient'altro. Se ti trovi in pericolo, qualsiasi situazione, tu tiri fuori il gancio e senza esitazione lo agganci, resto e via, sei salvo in un istante. Non c'è da ringraziarmi, lo faccio per la gente. Il gancio salvavita, che geniale creazione. Forse sono frutto di un'allucinazione. Invece di bussare all'ufficio che brevetta, il suo camice bianco c'è un tipo che l'aspetta. L'addetto ormai sull'orlo di una crisi di nervi cercò di mantenere la calma ai suoi servi. Mi scusi, disse infine con voce un po' tremante, ma questo gancio magico così strabiliante, di preciso mi perdoni non per essere invadente, ma dove si aggancia? Chiese finalmente. Un silenzio calò nella stanza come un velo. Il tizio lo fissò cadendo dal pero. Ma come, dove? Disse con lo sguardo reo. Non è che adesso posso inventare tutto io. Il gancio salvavita funziona, questo è certo. Lo agganci e poi ti salvi, so io che l'ho scoperto. L'addetto sospirò lasciandolo parlare, pensando che quel giorno era proprio da ricordare. Il tizio continuava a lodare la sua invenzione, sognando fama e gloria, ricchezza a profusione. Il gancio salvavita, che geniale creazione. Forse sono frutto di un'allucinazione. Invece di bussare all'ufficio che brevetta, il suo camice bianco c'è un tipo che lo aspetta. E la morale di questa storia è strappalata. Non ogni idea brillante è ben congegnata. A volte un'invenzione sembra rivoluzionaria, ma serve la sostanza, altrimenti è solo aria. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Il gancio salvavita, che geniale creazione.
Yeah, that was very cool, but I do feel that I missed something. Like, I do really want to know what it's about. And what I can sort of discern on my own is someone is selling an invention. Am I close?
Yes, yes, it's the life-saving hook. So this fellow, like that you see in the image, this fellow walks into like an invention's office and describes, "Oh my God, I invented the future," and it's a life-saving hook. And the rest of the story continues from there, and it's kind of a hilarious story. I didn't catch all of it, but I think you're gonna have to go listen to it again, take it to a Google Translator somewhere, and read it because it's really a funny story.
Yeah, yeah, it really reminds me. We had one of these songs before that I was basically how to feed a pill to a cat was the song, and that song, like the first time I sort of uh, uh, listen to it, I was like, okay, I don't know what it is yet, so I had to translate it. But when I was translating it, I was broken down in laughter. But it feels like that's gonna be this case as well. So I will definitely check the song out and read the translation. Um, and yes, if I still have a subscription, I will try DeepL in and not Google Translate. But I see Dazarn saying nobody will let him register it because no one thinks it could exist. So that is cool. Yeah. Overall, also just super fun music and super engaging. I want to say 3daisy. I'm gonna give it to you.
Yeah, I love the fact that it was more of a ska number. I love reggae, ska, and also what's the other one? I'm forgetting a subgenre of it. The very mellow one, but doesn't matter. Anyhow, it really was gave a party vibe, and sometimes it doesn't matter if you don't understand the lyrics because it still sounds good. That's actually one of the biggest points to make a hit, even if you don't understand it, that you still think, "Wow, I want to listen to that again and again and again." And this is just a number like this to
Absolutely.
me. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. There's a great guitar solo in there, and when you get to those end hays, you also sort of get swept up in that. Hey, hey! Like it's such a like. I love that. I love the exclamation in it. Itai.
Well, I loved it. I loved the comedic aspect of it, and like I- like it tells a full story of like a comedy of like this guy coming into the office and like, oh, I invented the hook and it's gonna save your life, and the officer there can be like, what the hell are you talking about? And like, how is this gonna work? And whatever. And you feel that in the music, like the excitement from the guy, like, I invented this thing that's gonna save your life, and like just the energy comes through in the dance, and it was a very catchy song, like you were saying, Three Daisy, yeah.
Hmm.
So I like this from I Phoenix, pretty cool song. And
Awesome.
I feel like there's more. I feel like there's like the writing of the story here. There's like I'm curious about how like I Phoenix came up with this particular story. If it was like, some part of like a comedy sketch or a comedy like show that they were working on, whatever. But it's like a cool comedy skit and a cool song.
Awesome. Now, indeed, and I will definitely translate it and read it later. Well, that brings us on to the next one, which is by Green Donk and called Perhaps. Perhaps.
Sometimes life is difficult. We don't know what to do. Our mind is just a bit no money and depressed. Feel lonely in the crowd, emptiness in the abundance. Seems there's something wrong. Time to make it right. Perhaps grateful is the answer. Perhaps be present is the one. Perhaps love is the missing. Perhaps we'll feel
Yeah. That was a surprisingly fun song for something that is also a bit depressing. Yeah. Itai, I will
I
pass
didn't,
it to you.
yeah, I didn't feel like it was depressing because one, the energy of the song was just like so, like, dancey. I don't know what, these are Indonesian instruments. Like it says here in the style, Angklung Tabla Gendang. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I feel like perhaps that's what we were listening to. It seemed like a very cool, traditional, song, yet used in a very kind of poppy, dancey kind of rhythm. And what the feeling that I got from it is like, fine, sometimes like you can be lonely, fun sometimes no money and depressed. Sure, that's depressing, but it's like the energy that came through is like the perhaps, perhaps gratitude, perhaps being present, perhaps love, perhaps we'll figure it out together. It's gonna be kind of felt like, it's gonna be fine, which ties to, some of the previous two
Yeah.
songs that we heard earlier about like it's gonna be fine, or you know what the real answer is? Peace. So you just listen to that whole song and you're just gonna get it. So great song.
No, well, it makes me laugh because that last line, the perhaps we'll figure it out later, and the ha-has after it, it brings it to such a nice sort of like, okay, like I'll try like gratefulness. I'll try being present. Like maybe it's love that I'm missing, but we'll figure this out later. Like I think and it makes me laugh quite a lot because it is quite honestly what you do most of the time. Going like, okay, this is something I won't figure out today, so I'll figure it out later. Um, but it's really funny. But there's this drum that comes up every now and then that is really cool, and I've never heard it before in any track. So I'm indeed sort of quite quite interesting in if that's the Angklung Tabla Gendang. But it sounds really cool. It is a really cool sound. 3 days.
I actually heard a lot of things that I never heard before, like the vibrating melody. That's I'm not even sure with what instrument is being played. It's probably something Indonesian. I'm not sure about that, but I thought that was really fun. The bass in it, it was a really, somebody actually also said in the comments that that's probably something really great to play yourself if you play the bass. It sounds also really catchy. And yeah, like it wasn't a sad song to me. It was actually more uplifting the way it was performed. I was really impressed with it.
Yeah, no, yeah. It is not a sad song. Let me fix that comment. It's not a sad song, but it starts with like our mind is just stuck dead, no money, and depressed. Like it's not like, and I love that, by the way, when lyrics that are like really dark get brought in a sort of very upbeat and happy way. Like it's sort of
Yeah, that can
really
be fun
nice.
too.
Yeah.
You know,
So
I want to share something. I was just I love that we get to hear so many different things here in SSC. It inspires you to like go and research and learn. So I was just searching what is an angklung, and it's a bamboo instrument made of multiple tubes attached to a frame, and when you shake it, it produces harmonizing sounds from the bamboo tubes. So that's very cool. And here's another thing that I just learned today through listening to people's songs from all over the world. So thank you for sharing that with us, Green Donk. And like this was a very cool song.
indeed.
Definitely.
That's so awesome that we had the shamisen and now the anklung. So we just keep going. It is very cool to see all these different things combined. On to Realms by Chahal. And very, I really like this image. I don't know. I'm very interested if it will be reflected in the song as well. Let's go.
Down in the fire where the shadows play, I dance with the devils, but I don't wanna stay. searching for something that I can't define. In the darkness, I see the light intertwine. I feel the flames that lick in my skin, tempting me deeper, pulling me in. But I want more than just a taste. I'm seeking the truth I won't waste. I'm caught between fire, flesh and light, traveling realms where wrong meets right. In every shadow there's a spark. Even in the dark, I'll leave my mark. On the earth I wear a mask, flesh and bones in the light I bask. But I feel the pull of something more, a hunger that I can't ignore. Rising higher past the stars, to where the angels bear their scars. I'm not afraid of heaven's gates, I'll face my fate, no time to waste. I'm caught between fire, flesh and light, traveling realms where wrong meets right. In every shadow there's a spark. Even in the dark, I'll leave my mark. I'll roam in the in-between, in every realm I've ever seen. I hold the key, I'll break the code. This is the path that I've been shown.
Wow.
Well, go ahead, 3 Daisy.
Wow. Yeah, I love this one. It's a bit more like what I would do, and I recognize this style. This is awesome. I really love it when that's part when the solo that was a bit more like a screeching it, and I'm not even sure what instrument it was, but it was a little bit off tune and raw, and that makes it so magical to me. It's yeah, I love this song. I really, really, really love the song. It's probably on the top of my list now. Yeah.
Yeah, no, indeed. Like it's not a guitar, it's not a like it's like a combination of things. It's like a scream and a guitar and even some sort of synth instrument. They had a baby together and it's
Yeah.
crying. But it's
Yeah.
it's really dark. Like it's really dark and it's so well done. Like that's
Yeah.
such a rough, like rough and dirty sound. I really love that. And
Me
I want
too.
to say that that last sentence, the shown, like the pronunciation on that, like the there was this sort of lyrical flair that was like sure, like it just went all directions, which is so cool. Like I really really enjoyed that. Really well done. Really nicely done. Itai.
Yeah, and very interesting return to hell with this song earlier with Jaden, right? And I see Jaden commenting in the chat about bringing us to hell and like fun fact, Jaden, I told him to choose the song says to Chahal. So, it was interesting because in one way, very similar topic, clearly, and yeah, like the screeching sounds and everything just drags you right there. On the other hand, a very different vibe to the song because here it felt more like there's kind of a screeching against it or a fight against it or something else versus the previous one, which just felt like kind of a romance in a sense and of a like, this is just the way it is. So it's very interesting to get two songs that are so similar, yet they have each their own unique vibe and completely stand on their own as like a complete creation, even like the imagery here and thing is just yeah, wonderful.
Yeah, that image, man. Oh,
It's like a
I
movie
really,
poster.
really love that.
Yeah.
I really love that too. Yeah, it's very well done. I am really,
Great
really enjoyed it.
lyrics.
Yeah, and it's funny because we like somehow every stream is themed. Like we have had like every stream we've had like okay, this is the Battle of the Ballads and this is sort of the dark synth stream, but now we have the Devil stream.
Well, I don't know because we've had travel. We were started with some travel
Yeah.
to LA and to Japan, and then we had some of these, but then we also had some peace and kind of
Yeah,
like it's all gonna be
exactly. We
okay.
also had a lot of mental healing songs. So it's like the devil and mental healing. So
A
they're
good combination because you don't get to pull too deep in one direction.
yeah. No, our brains also love that, of course, to create patterns. But yeah,
Mhm.
no, very nice song. Very cool. Oh man, that was cool. Well, onward to Arcanum with Prying Stars.
Let's get up on the roof, close to the prying stars and stare at them aloof. Like they looked at our scars, only they have solid proof to the suffering of our souls. But one day they too will move into supermassive black holes. Let's have naive dreams, paint pictures of bright futures. So our worlds with new scenes, at least that way we look human. Flocks of blackbirds scatter like coffee grounds. We can hear each other without words. We've erased these bounds. And there's no romance, we're just a grain of sand in universe who just happened to get a chance to take a total life from us. Let's have naive dreams, paint pictures of bright futures. So our wounds with new scenes, at least that way we look cuter. Flocks of blackbirds scattered like coffee grounds. We can hear each other without words. We've erased these bounds. Let's have naive dreams, paint pictures of bright futures. So our words with new scenes, at least that way we look cuter. Blackbirds scatter like coffee grounds. We can hear each other without words. We've erased these bounds. And there's no romance, we're just grain of sand in universe who just happened to get a chance to take a total life from us.
Ew! Oh.
Woohoo!
I think you joined the right stream, 3Daisy.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
that's cool.
Spoopers must be jealous though right now.
Yeah, spoopers must be jealous indeed. Yeah, 3Daisy, go ahead because I know this is in your wheelhouse.
Well, yeah, I like a lot of music, but I grew up as a child. I grew up in a cafe that only was for metal people. So I grew up with this kind of music, and that's why I'm so deeply invested, I guess, with my own music and more in this area. But this was great. It was a very nice intro. In the beginning, it was just real calm, and then it suddenly began, and it threw you right in. And there was also the solo. I really loved the solo. It was really well done, and yeah, I had lots of fun with it.
Yeah, no, indeed. Like that riff is so good. It's such like it. I can hear it now. Like it's really catchy and really sort of well done. Um, for me, it's also very like progressive rock, progressive metal, which is I think somewhat more melodic and beautiful. Like it has some beauty in it that I really love. Some darkness, darker tones that are
Yeah,
amazing. It's very well done. Itai.
Yeah, such a strong song. I really like the imagery that comes in throughout the song outside of like the music and the guitar and all that that really had that really strong flavor of it. Um, let's get on the roof, look at the stars, like they look at our scars, and like day one, day two will move into a super massive black hole, which immediately made me think of Muse and kind of the style of music. And like we're just grains of sand in the universe, flocks of blackbirds, so much great and like descriptions here and images to think through as the music kind of envelops it and the sound. Um, Kind of nihilistic. We're just grains of sand in the universe. At least, we can have some dreams and play around in this little world and life that we call while we get a chance to do it. So yeah, eventually everything is going to be swallowed up in a supermassive black hole. So really interesting kind of storyline throughout all of it too. I really enjoyed it.
Awesome. Yeah, Arcanum, very well done. I really like. Yeah, you have to move your head while listening to this. Super
definitely.
nice. Super nicely done.
I'm sure Spoopus was moving his head like every which way while on his couch. I saw him here in the chat, and I was just imagining him here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a while that I actually had banked, but if I do, I'm probably gonna be sore tomorrow. But I really wanted to.
Yeah, well, I have hurt my neck before, I can tell you. Just being on stream here. Yeah, well, onward to different destinations by Ye 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 Picardo. I am so bad at that, at reading those names. But well, it's what I do. Different destinations by Ye Picardo. I should just practice them before I go live, or not, and just stumble every time. Let's go.
Life led me to where you were, perhaps so I could learn that we have bliss and fortune when we know how to smile. The little moments we lived are the best of all my life. When your voice was my joy and my light was your eyes. All the days in the world will pass, but I won't forget that it was with you that I learned to dream awake, to always smile at life. Time to get dust to different destinations, and I'm still a foolish dreamer. I hope that someday we'll find our paths again. I'll wear your smile like a tattoo, and those eyes with your divine gaze, forever in my memory. I know I'll never forget you. All the days in the world will pass, but I won't forget that it was with you that I learned to dream awake, to always smile at life. Time to get to different destinations, and I'm still a foolish dreamer. I hope that someday we'll find our paths again. Since then, I've known very little about you. I hope that wherever you are, your smile is still intact, that you're very happy. just like those days. Time took us to different destinations, and I'm still a foolish dreamer. I hope that someday we'll find a path to getting on. Getting on. Getting on. Getting on. Never know it's getting on. Getting on. Getting on. Getting on. Life led me to where you were, perhaps so I could learn.
That's where we stop. This is where we end. No, no, no. Oh, yeah, indeed. I was not finished yet. Oh man,
Well, that works so well with the song because maybe in the future you get to meet again and get to have that ending.
Well,
definitely.
well, the beauty with an ending like this, you want to do it. You really want to do it again because you have the feeling that there still was something left. But that's actually a good thing.
Yeah. No, and definitely what Itai said. It's really funny that indeed a song about like losing someone and like to a different place, to a different destination, and getting split up and sort of missing that person ends too soon. Like it's very good indeed, Itai. I think that is a very good thing. But oh man, um, what I like, I would love to start because I had some thoughts that I was like, oh, this is so cool because there is a lot of like the lyric writing is really cool, but there's a lot of rhythmicality in the words in these lyrics that work
Hmm.
so well. Like the the way that different destinations took us to different destinations is sort of like pronounced in the lyrics. It's so nice. There's this really lovely rhythmic quality to these lines that yeah, it's difficult to get to. It's good writing. That's what does it. And then of course the Didi Nana works super well. And I saw Joel Picardo himself say Didi Nana is a way I invented to say Divina without saying Divina. Divina is divine in Spanish, and it can be a woman's name. So, like, it is very cool. It's a very cool track. I also saw Wappy mention that this was actually the winner of the first Suno Song Contest, far before like we were all involved in some way. So that is very cool, and I can see why. It's such an upbeat and happy track. Itai, I'm gonna give it to you.
Yeah, I liked it. Like you, I wanted more. Yeah, I really like the DD Nana. Like, I feel like Suno does such a good job when you give it like pieces of words that and it pieces them together with the music and weaves them in such a nice way. And I think it's such a cool thing to use words to make music and a really good job here where it's like it fills in for a name that's kind of like you don't mention the name explicitly, which you could have, but you're like, no, I'm just gonna mention the name. And I don't know if there's like some backstory behind that. It's like, is that a secret name? Is that like you're singing a song to somebody, but like, who knows where their life is now? Like, has it been 2 years, 5 years, 15 years, and they're married and have kids and whatever? It kind of took me to a number of movies where I remember seeing the story of like, a love story in the past, and you fast forward many years and people have moved on with their lives, right? And they've had other complete lives since then. But yet there was something back then that they always remember and always go back to, and maybe they get to meet in the future. So this was such a cool way to draw that image of that movie that I was imagining in my life and see it through the song. Really cool song.
Yeah. Anything to add? I must say I was so sort of taken with it 3 days. Did I already ask you to comment? I am now sort of
I already did a semi, but it does. Sometimes it's actually really fun if we talk through another. It's more like
yeah
a conversation, so it's okay. But I really loved the vibe. It was very uplifting. Very catchy. I actually the Didi Nana. I thought in the first I didn't understand that it was a name at first, so I thought the person who what's the name? Sorry,
Defina.
what's his name? No, the person who wrote it.
Oh, J
he
Picardo.
JB Cardo, sorry, JB Cardo. I thought he was more writing it like, well, like I sometimes have when I'm writing a song and I'm halfway and I'm starting to hear those voices in my head and singing la 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 or oh oh oh. So I'm adding that. So that's the one thing that I thought that he did as well. But now I figured out it's a name. Okay. But I really love that part. It's actually really catchy, and I wanted more. So the way he ended that song actually make me want more. So that's actually a good way to do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
I just want to mention, so Joel in the chat mentioned it's real about me, right? And I imagine he's talking about the song, right? And
Yeah,
like this being a real story from life. And I think that's so cool again that this is what we do often in SSC as we bring a piece of ourselves to share with
Absolutely.
others and kind of uh portray a little bit of our lives and the
Hmm.
emotions, the stories that happen through it. So that's really cool.
I actually use my old journals sometimes to journal back in that time, that place, that emotion to write songs because that brings the best songs, the best lyrics.
absolutely. That is a good tip. Go through your old journals and old like poems and old
Yeah.
everything. Very cool. Well, onwards to another finalist, but from last time, Magic AI Woman with Großmama.
Großmama.
Lass uns schmal, liegt sie im Sarg, hat stets gekämpft, war immer stark. Auf weißem Kissen, im dunklen Kleid, hat sie ab nun nie mehr ein Leid. Sie ist so friedlich in stiller Ruhe, ich setz mich zu ihr, mach die Augen zu. Mit meinen Gedanken fest bei ihr, erscheint morgens die rostige Gartentür. Ich bin ein Kind und noch ganz klein und trete durch die Tür in ihren Garten ein. Vom Duft des Frühlings werde ich begrüßt, dass sich vor mir ein Meer aus Blumen ergießt. Weißt du, wer sie gepflanzt hat? Jahr um Jahr, das war meine liebe Großmama. Ein Tag, ein Jahr, ein ganzes Leben muss man sein Gärtlein zärtlich pflegen. Und Großmama hat mir mit Bedacht, so wie viel Liebe, alles vorgemacht. Von früh bis spät stand sie im Feld, hat viel gelacht und viel erzählt. Ihr Garten war ihr Lebensglück, gern denk ich an die Zeit zurück. Als Teenie hab ich den Sommer genossen, mittags mit Oma den Garten gegossen. Kanne für Kanne mussten wir leeren, der Garten dankte es mit Körben voll Beeren. Ein Strohhut schützte uns vor der Sonne, wir ernteten Kirschen und Pflaumen mit Wonne. Wer beschenkte uns damit Jahr um Jahr? Das war meine liebe Großmama. Ein Tag, ein Jahr, ein ganzes Leben muss man sein Gärtlein zärtlich pflegen. Und Großmama hat mir mit Bedacht, so wie viel Liebe, alles vorgemacht. Von früh bis spät stand sie im Feld, hat viel gelacht und viel erzählt. Ihr Garten war ihr Lebensglück, gern denk ich an die Zeit zurück. Als junge Mutter fand ich's besonders schön, mit den Kindern nach Mittag in den Garten zu gehen. Wir suchten Kartoffeln und knackten die Nüsse und aßen die Birnen auf der herbstlichen Wiese. Wir schnitten die Büsche und rechten die Blätter. Es duftete erdig wie nach nem Gewitter. Wer umarmte uns liebevoll Jahr um Jahr? Das war meine liebe Großmama. Großmama. Ein Tag, ein Jahr, ein ganzes Leben muss man sein Gärtlein zärtlich pflegen. Und Großmama hat mir mit Bedacht, so wie viel Liebe, alles vorgemacht. Von früh bis spät stand sie im Feld, hat viel gelacht und viel erzählt. Ihr Garten war ihr Lebensglück, gern denk ich an die Zeit zurück. Meine Schläfen sind grau, der Winter ist kalt, in der Dämmerung seh ich, die Oma ist alt. Feldsalat und Lauch wandern in den Korb. Ich weiß, Großmama verlässt bald diesen Ort. Sie verschließt Tür und Zaun mit Kettengerassel. Ein Klick vom Schloss und sie gibt mir den Schlüssel. Sie drückt mir die Hände und sagt zu mir leis: Mein liebes Kind, ich wünsch dir eine gute Zeit. Ich öffne die Augen und sitze am Sarg und merke, wie wertvoll ihre Liebe war. Den Schlüssel vom Garten fest in der Hand fühle ich zu ihr ein inniges Band. Beim Abschied betrachte ich sie im Schein der Kerzen. Liebe Großmama, danke, danke von ganzem Herzen. Glück, gern denk ich an die Zeit zurück.
Wow.
Can I take this?
Yes, do it,
Oh
Itai.
my gosh, I love love the song. Um, wow, Magic AI Woman. I think we met in the previous SSC with some of her songs, but I happened to be checking the song as we were receiving submissions, and I was just like, ah, it drew me in immediately with that image of the grandmother's garden with the birds in the beginning and everything. And it's such a beautiful image of the grandma, like grandma tending to her garden every day and sending, kind of sending so much love through it to the next generations. And there's so much love in this song. It made me cry the first time, it made me cry again. It's so beautiful. Yeah, and I love, besides that, just like the way the lyrics in German, I think really reflect it, right? Like Magic AI Woman said here in the chat, I could only write this song in my native language because it comes straight from the heart and it feels so much, right? Like the ability to rhyme in your native language, the ability to choose exactly the right words to convey exactly the message and the tone and in the way that it is, and to draw for all of us the image of it. Masterful, really beautiful.
Yeah, wunderschön.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, for me, like I think it's such it pulls you so much into your own thoughts too. At least for me, like I have a very tight bond with my grandmother, who is currently also in an old folks home, and sadly lost the ability to converse normally, while she would converse a lot before. So um, yeah, it is such a like it made me very emotional because it is indeed such a joy to have a grandma in your life that gives you so much love and so much sort of life. And I think that's what this song really illustrates beautifully. And it's so well written. Like it's like it brings you straight there. It's very well done. Crazy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Um, Somebody asked in chat if Dutch and German are a very similar language. It is. I think Sebastian also understands German just like I do. I live near the border. I go do my groceries actually in Germany. So, but yeah, this song, it's really personal. It's really emotional. It brings you back to your own experience with your grandmother, for me at least. And I heard just Sebastian saying the same. Um, for me, my both my grandmothers have passed about 10 years ago, so that's a long time ago. But it actually also brought me to a more recent death that was last year with my mother-in-law, and she was a lot like your grandma. So in that case, thank you very much for this wonderful song. Das war ganz schön. Danke sehr.
Yeah, it is
Can I
so.
say one more thing?
Yeah,
I It's a beautiful song, and I earlier was commenting on how one of the things I love about SSC is being able to see different, like learn different things. This is actually another thing that I really love when people really pour their emotions and their life and like their love into these songs, and it doesn't like it always takes on a different way of reaching you through the lyrics, through the music, through something, but it does. Like when you pour your soul into something, it just hits you and you never know how exactly and you never know what. And I'm sure I'm gonna imagine that as Magic AI Woman was doing this, she was also kind of living it in various ways, but more than just it's more than just putting words to a page. You get involved in the process of creation together with the AI to make it, and like something else comes into it, right? And something hits you very, very strongly when something like that happens. And so I love seeing that when, people here throughout the contest are able to bring that and really directly share with us all through that music the beautiful piece of life.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, and where that other song we've listened to sort of radiated peace and healing, this sort of radiates love, I think. Like you really feel this love for for her grandmother, and that love that the grandmother gave to her, and you feel that in the most beautiful way possible. Like and that's what I want to say. Like when you say you do this together with the AI, like for me, this is a song that is hers, right? This is Magic AI Woman's song, her story, the way she wanted to tell it, and it's so well done. Just amazing. Very well done. Normally, I would now make a dumb joke and say we thought that was okay, but that that just
It's
doesn't
okay.
seem like like
It's okay.
the correct thing to do now. Um, onwards to Virgil and Neverland. Let's go.
Can we go home? We don't want to stay. This place isn't safe. It's driving us insane. This isn't Neverland. It's a nightmare. They're trapping us here. They won't let us leave. This isn't fair. We wanna go. We don't wanna stay. Let us go. Show us the way. Neverland, Neverland. We don't wanna stay. Neverland, Neverland, let us go home. This man called Peter Pan, he seemed very nice, but when you learn his true colors, he's not very kind. This man called Peter Pan, he'll tell you lies. Once you get to Neverland, he won't let you leave. This isn't Neverland, it's a nightmare. They're trapping us here, they won't let us leave. This isn't fair. We wanna go, we don't wanna stay. Let us go, show us the way. Neverland, Neverland, we don't wanna stay. Neverland, Neverland, let us go home. Neverland is a nightmare. Yes, you'll never grow old, but you'll miss your parents. It's fun at first until you start to feel alone. Don't listen to Peter Pan, you should stay home. This isn't Neverland, it's a nightmare.
Party. Needed that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Itai, go.
Um, yeah, it's interesting. Like a party in Neverland, and like you know, like the story of like being in a place that's like Neverland, but it's not like the fantasy that's cracked up to be, but it's kind of a nightmare, and you're not allowed to leave. And I mean, this is a fun song, but sometimes like there's a story in my mind, the story of the island of the lost boys, or I forget exactly what it is, and whether it's in Peter Pan or Pinocchio, or the story repeats itself actually, like throughout different places where like you get trapped by some sort of honey that draws you into a place, and then really it's like you get stuck there and aren't unable to leave, and it's not necessarily good for you and whatever, right? And I think that's such a theme that appears in so many different places in life. Like I remember being a kid, that was one of the scariest stories that I ever saw, is like that idea of that island where you're like, okay, it's like you can never grow old and you turn into donkeys or something like that. Forget exactly what it was, but
That's
yeah, this
Pinocchio. That traumatized me too. Yeah, definitely.
yeah, it traumatized me, and I like I so many times throughout my life have looked at places and I was like, wait a minute, is this a Neverland or not? Like, and like, and so that, thank you for bringing back the trauma. No, just kidding. But like in such a kind of dancey vibe to it. So yeah.
Yeah, 3 Daisy.
Yeah, it was pure party for me. I saw myself again dancing on the dance floor, and I was like, Neverland, Neverland. That's all I heard. And that stuck in my mind right away. And I was like, yeah, I want to hear the song again. Definitely. Yeah,
Yeah,
really good.
indeed. Yeah, that's funny, right? That it's sometimes you're just in a song and it like you kind of lose track of sort of lyrics, the like what the music is doing. You're just there for the party and you're feeling it. That's what it is. It's just entering your
Yeah,
your muscle memory.
for me it's also it's very important that it's catchy, and that that the chorus stays in my head. I'm usually not really listening to the lyrics in the first time that I really listen it, and until the chorus, because that's usually sticking, and if it sticks like this one, it's good for me.
Yeah. No, definitely. Yeah, no, and it's such a lovely bop dance song. Yeah, I was really in it. I was really enjoying it. Super fun, Virgil, even though the subject matter is Neverland and sort of like the most terrified version of it where we're all getting trapped, it was still quite a fun bop to be a part of it. Yeah. Onwards. Um Chase with Shadows Fall. Let's go.
The world stands still, the colors fade. Since you left, my heart's betrayed. A hollow ache, a silent scream, lost in the fragments of a shattered dream. I wander through the empty halls, where whispers linger and your shadow falls. A constant reminder of what used to be, the love we shared, now lost at sea. If you hear my voice, know that my love will never die. Even if we can't be together, you are the eternal flame that burns within my soul. Burns within my soul. Like a ship adrift, I sail through the night, searching for your beacon, your guiding light. The stars above bear witness to my pain, longing for your touch, your love again. I seek you out in the pouring rain,
nice ending.
Yeah, no, definitely a nice ending, but like that song had me go like ooh multiple times, like going like sort of. There's these very amazing moments where you go, wow, that's cool. Like the chorus vocals, like how they overlay each other. Like one of these days, you guys gonna have to explain to me how you get that done. Like how you get those like triple layered vocals because it is so cool. Like that was so awesome. But oh man, that was great.
It was.
Yeah, go ahead. Like I'll pass it onwards.
Yeah, this is a song that I have to listen a few times for sure to understand how everything was working out there because it works perfect. Um, uh, and I know I'm listening now with these things, and they don't do justice to the song. So I'm really looking forward to to listen it later on because I heard there was so much going on. I like the voices, I like the vibe, I like the. I have to go deeper into the lyrics. Like I said, I'm not always looking to it straight from the beginning because it's just too many things going on. I don't. I'm looking at the camera and looking also at the lyrics. That's too much for me. But I really, really, really liked it. I'm definitely gonna listen to this one again.
Yeah, Itai.
Yeah, very cool. Mohammed in the chat was saying this is opera metal, but this was epic. I got a little bit of flavor of a sea shanty in there even, like with the ships and sailing and all of that. And
Yeah,
from the beginning, from seeing the imagery to like hearing the song and all of it, it was interesting because it took me to yeah, like sh sailing songs and this opera that I once saw about like sailing and like I don't know, the imagery was just very naval and related to that to me. And yet then I was trying to look at the lyrics and kind of tie that into it. And like, the love we shared now lost at sea. So it's kind of like it's talking about love and like lost love and seeking and all that. You know what? By the way, we have so many songs about lost love and in SSC. I think it's a recurring theme. But this one had its own flavor of like the sailing to it. And so plus the musicality of it, which is just like, yeah, headbanging and very, very strong all around. So very epic, very
Yeah,
storytelling, very nice.
yeah, Epic done well, which I think is so cool when Epic does like Epic is done well. Like the dynamics of like also dropping back down to those like sections where it's like really soft and beautiful, and then building back up to that sort of like enormous sound. Yeah, it's so awesome. Very well constructed. Very well done. Chase, also a completely new user for me. That's so cool. I love that. I love that I get to sort of find these new people who I'm overwhelmed with how awesome their Suno skills are. Very well done. Well, on to Nova AI. Um, Love Again, which, as far as I am 100% sure that this is not a cover. It is a cover,
No.
but not a cover of of a certain Timbaland song. um, so Love Again by Nova AI. Here we go.
I swore I'd never walk this road again. Closed all the doors, locked every thought tight, but your voice, a whisper breaking through, brings light to places I left to fade. And it scares me to see it that way. Like pieces of me are finding a way back to life in spite of my plans to stay away. I'm letting go. I'm breathing in, letting myself start to feel again. trace them like you know them well. Not asking for promises, no need to pretend. Just holding my hand with the quiet intent. I've learned that love isn't simple or clean. It's an ember in darkness, a spark unforeseen. And here I am, risking it all unseen. I'm letting go, I'm breathing in, letting myself start to feel again. Slowly I fall, not asking for it all. But for once, I'm not afraid to begin. I won't say forever, that's not what this is. Just two hearts caught in a moment like this. We've both got pieces, we've lost and found. But right here, it's safe to let my guard down. So if you're here, if you'll stay, maybe, just maybe, I'll be brave. I'm letting go, I'm breathing in, letting myself start to feel again. Slowly I fall, not asking for it all. But for once, I'm not afraid to begin. I'm letting go of all the pain within. I think I'm ready to love again.
Wow.
Yeah, indeed. Oh, I absolutely love this. I love this so much. This is so good. Ah, the expression on the chorus is so insanely awesome. Like, it is so good.
You can almost feel it.
Yeah. No, I could feel it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. And then that bridge, like, is sort of perfect in there. Oh man, that was a great song. Someone else say something while I
It
collect
was
my
an
thoughts.
epic song. It was an epic song. Yeah, I had the same. It's some. This is a song again that the emotion fits the way it's sung, and it's so well presented, so well chosen that this person, the text that what's it presented. For me, it's also I have to catch up as well. But this it's something that drew me in from the point that it did the chorus, and then it was wow, this fits, this is right, this is the right emotion, the right voice, the right height. Even if I could sing that high, I wanted to sing along, I wanted to scream along, but I can't.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I also wanted to sing along, and my voice is not at all in that that
Yeah,
spectrum.
me neither.
Oh, Itai, man, what do you think?
This was such an interesting feeling here of like the story of like having shut oneself off from love because of like past pain and like, oh, am I gonna be brave enough? Can I dare this again? Is it okay to like let my guard down? And all this, the yells and the screaming and the emotion that comes in from that, like it's not like the seduction that we had earlier and falling in love with the devil. No, this is like, I am so scared of the pain. I'm coming from a place of I was hurt so badly before, right? And somehow letting, like, the emotion that I got was letting go of all of that in a sense, but like, it's kind of a challenge. It's such a challenge to let like open up again to so much possible pain in the future, but it's okay because it's worth it. So like kind of I feel like it's the opening up of a shell that's like been built there and was so painful to open it up. You're kind of like, you know, tearing at it, and that's the emotion that I got from this, and very strong emotions coming through in the musicality of it.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, this would be one where I would listen to it again immediately. It's just so good. Oh, I really love that Nova AI. It's
And
amazing.
I think Nova AI is probably Zulad here in the chat.
Could
Different.
that be? Yeah.
So it could be, but I see Zulad here in chat kind of talking about how it was a bit of a pain making the song and somehow it kept on linking to the Timbaland competition. But like there's no, maybe in that other song there's also like the theme of like pain and love, but this is like completely a song all of its own, right? Like
No.
very personal, very yeah, very, very cool.
Yeah. Indeed. Oh, I love that. That's straight up there for me. Great, great song. We have four songs left for the people counting at home. So we are getting nearer to the end of this listen stream.
I
And
hope I will manage till the end because my one of my ears dropped.
oh
Apparently.
well, then we're just gonna keep moving. Um, this is where wrongs feel so right by Rogert. I'm gonna say Rogert, whatever. We'll go for it.
Every bottle, a friend that knows my silent play. In the glow of neon night, I trade my wolves for light. Whispers in the amber, drown my heavy thoughts. In the dance of liquid dreams, I've lost all I've sought. Each sip a broken promise, each drop a little sin. I chase away the shadows, never quite give in. Streetlights paint my sorrow in a shade of burning red. In the arms of empty bottles where I've made my bed. Oh, these nights never end. Every bottle is a friend. I stumble through the door with my head on the floor. It's where wrongs feel so right, where wrongs feel so right. Laughter in the distance from a past I can't reclaim. Every smile is a mirage as I call out your name. It's a season of forgetting in a night that has no end. In the maze of glass reflections, nothing left to mend. Burning bridges in my mind from the heat of every pore. Thought I found my haven, but I'm stranded on the shore. Echoes in the silence like a choir of silent cries. Every bottle of friends, yet we part when sunlight. Oh, these nights never end. Every bottle is a friend. I stumble through the door with my head on the floor. It's where wrongs feel so right, where wrongs feel so right. Oh, these nights never end. Every bottle is a friend. I stumble through the door with my head on the floor. It's where wrongs feel so right, where wrongs feel so right. Maybe hope is an illusion, hazy from the start. Every toast a fragile shelter from my aching heart. Wading through the memories like a sailor lost at sea. In the wake of morning light, a drink will set me free.
Oof. Um, yeah, this is a heavy topic, right? Like every bottle is a friend, and broken bottles, empty bottles on the floor, or bottles where like empty bottles where I've made my bed. Oh wow. Yeah. Roger, I don't know if you're still living in this place. And if you do, I hope you find a way out of it. And if you have, and you're more, you know, reflecting a place you used to be at, um, that's at least what I would hope for, right? But the song definitely conveys it, and that sort of uh these nights never end, and like, is hope even real, and like every smile is a mirage, right? And like, we're wrong, like every row feels so deep and heavy here, every line feels so deep and heavy here with meaning. To be clear, I don't have an issue with alcohol. Okay, I'm allowed to say that,
Yeah,
Roger,
that's
but
good.
I feel
That's
like
good to hear. Now,
it's good to hear.
I wanted to add to that, Itai, because I think that like we live in a society where like um you all like everyone, at least I know I do, has an addiction that is not good for them in some form. Like and like these are not always the most conventional addictions, but like in some
Suno.
well, actually, that's the one thing that is healing me a bit,
Hmm.
Itai. but but yeah, no, I mean there are like we all have some form of addictions where, like, whether it is staying up way too late and or doing drinking and eating the wrong things, or alcohol or drugs, or like whatever direction it can go in, where wrong indeed feels so right. And I really think that the lyrics of this song hit so hard. Like the every single line is so intended. So indeed, I am surprised to hear Robert say Roger man say like this is not something personal, because it feels very personal. Like it feels very realistic and personal, and it might be very personal, but not about alcohol. And please, you don't have to share what you don't want to share. 3 Daisy, sorry, I see you.
Sometimes you don't have to be in this situation yourself to understand it. There are a lot of people who can really place themselves in other people's shoes. I like to think that I'm that like that as well. Recently, I wrote also a song about drug abuse and about alcohol abuse, and it's not that I myself have that problem, but sometimes through even through other artists, like for instance. What's Amy Winehouse, for instance? She's somebody who has been iconic and made iconic lyrics, and it really makes you feel more to understand people who've been through that by her lyrics. And I think that's the same with Roger. His lyrics are really well written, and I think he even is a person who can really relate with other ones, other people who've been through that or had uh, up close somebody in his friend with his friends or family. It makes it more relatable so that you can write better about it if you are more sensible for things like that. And I think that's the case with him because he wrote it very well.
Yeah, yeah, empathy and being empathic, like that word always trips me up. But like
Yeah, me
having a
too.
lot of having a lot of empathy, it
That's
does really help you in like creating stronger lyrics. I often
mm-hmm.
think that, at least for me, things I write are often sort of slightly exaggerated versions of what you are actually feeling, or
Yeah.
like, and I think this is, yeah, just a beautiful, beautiful song that really hits you, and the minimal sound of it actually works really well for it, because like
Mm-hmm.
it really, yeah.
It makes you have more attention to the lyrics than the everything around it. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Super well done. And I see a lot of people talking about Suno addiction, which I think is kind of funny. Like we are all addicted to Suno in some way.
Well,
But
we are.
I do want to
We
say,
are. I'm gonna go over it right now.
yeah. Like and my Suno addiction has somewhat turned into Suno and Suno related addiction. So
So
I'm
I
like,
have a suggestion. I have a suggestion for all the people here who feel like they're addicted to Suno. Let us open a new support group for each other. We're gonna get together every Saturday and spend 5 hours making songs about it.
making songs
Yeah,
about it. Yeah,
the
exactly.
whole week.
No, like this I don't want to kick. No, for me at least personally, I would say that Suno has been such a great place to meet people, to talk to people, to connect to people through music, and to sort of make your own songs about things you might not have processed completely yet. But yeah, no, Suno addiction is good for us, I think, in some ways.
It's therapeutic for me.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
know what it brings me back to? You know that story that we heard earlier about the Neverland and the place that's once good for you, and then at the other time, the other hand, it's like a place you can never escape from, right? I think there's such a fine line between that and like you get to you get to choose, right? Like I can totally see the actual addictive elements of it, which is like, oh no, like again, I stayed up until 5, 6, 7 a.m. just to work on a song, and that totally destroys my sleep and my ability to focus.
I know so. I know that.
And
Yeah.
I think a lot of people here in the chat are like, reacting to that because it's so real, right? Yet on the other hand, it's right. We're able to bring so much peace and therapy and share love and so much with other people around the world through this, right? So I think it's all about moderation and finding the ways that work for each of us in a sense of, you know, finding the right way to have it in our lives, right? And finding when, okay, you know what, I gotta put a boundary for myself because I need to sleep, and so on. But yeah, there's a lot
Yeah.
of chat on this, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
read all.
No. But I want to say that, like, at least for me, I find myself doing more of this, like working towards streams and working towards other AI music related projects, mostly because I really believe this community like deserves to get out there more, like to get more radio play, get put under TV shows, like do like really get this music out into the world. So I really like I find myself in that position more, and then every now and then still going, oh, I need to make a song too, like truthfully. But it is very interesting to see, and that is because this community is so cool, and what people are bringing here is just so amazingly awesome, and you get to go through so many different emotions and get to know people, and I really love these people here, and I talk to too many of them too often, to be honest. Like my life has been Soonified. But yeah, well, um, onward, onward, because otherwise we will get stuck. But I think it's funny that we all share this. We are at Masta Studios, Pokledai, Samo Malo. And Itai, I don't know. Does this like are you able to translate any of this?
Well, the translation is right there for us in
Oh,
the lyrics. So
okay. Cool. Cool. Let's go.
Kaži mi šta vidiš, da li je to? Da li je svet ili samo san? Pogledaj opet, možda vidiš plan. Pogledaj samo malo. Zvukovi se čuju, basi bubnjevi, ritam udara, da li osjećaš vibracije? Pogledaj, pogledaj samo malo. Pogledaj, pogledaj samo malo. Vukovi se čuju, basi bubnjevi, ritam udara, da li osjećaš vibracije? Pogledaj, pogledaj samo malo. Pogledaj, pogledaj samo malo. Svetlo treperi, ritam vodite. Pusti telo da se kreće, pusti da te ritam nosi. Pogledaj, pogledaj samo malo. Pogledaj, pogledaj samo malo. Svet je pun boja, slušaj ritam, osjeti slobodu. Nemoj da se predaješ. Pogledaj, pogledaj samo malo. Da li vidiš ritam, da li osjećaš zvuk? Pogledaj samo malo, svet je tvoj za trenutak tu. Pogledaj, pogledaj samo malo. Tu baš tu, samo malo, samo malo. Da li je svet ili samo san? Pogledaj opet, možda vidiš plan. Zvukovi se čuju, basi bubnjevi, ritam udara, da li osjećaš vibracije? Pogledaj, pogledaj samo malo. Tu, baš tu, samo malo. Da li vidiš, ne vidiš, da li je to? Da li je svet ili samo san? Pogledaj opet, možda vidiš plan. Zvukovi se čuju, basi bubnjevi, ritam udara, da li osjećaš vibracije? Pogledaj, pogledaj samo malo. Tu, baš tu, samo malo. Vidi svetlost kroz noć, kako prolazi kroz tamu. Zvuci su svuda, osjeti snagu, osjeti ritam kao vatru. Pogledaj, pogledaj samo malo. Tu, baš tu, samo malo. Kroz dimni svetla vidi senke, telo klizi u ritmu pesme. Pusti srce, neka te vodi, ovaj trenutak ti pripada. Pogledaj, pogledaj samo malo. Pogledaj, pogledaj samo malo. Kaži mi šta vidiš, da li je to? Kad vas provija kroz tišinu, osjećaj raste, gubiš liniju. Zatvori oči, u ritmu nestane, osjeti zvuk, život u sebi. Pogledaj, pogledaj samo malo. Tu, baš tu, samo malo. Svaki ton u telu odjekuje, kroz sve neka strane protiče. Prepusti se, zaboravi sve, ovaj trenutak je samo za tebe. Pogledaj, pogledaj, tu, baš tu, samo malo. Pogledaj, pogledaj.
Woo.
Yeah, that was fun.
That's
Yes.
super fun. Super fun. And I can already imagine
I think
these... Oh, sorry. I can already...
we're not gonna stop singing Pogledai Pogledai Samo Malo like for a while now.
Exactly. I'm gonna be in the supermarket and sort of buying my groceries, going Boglada. Like, oh man, why is that still stuck in my head? So good, so good.
I couldn't catch up with what Polydai means because I have it on a real small screen in front of
Look.
me, and I have to wear my reading glasses to read it.
Bogladai is look.
Look,
And
okay.
Samo Malo is just a little.
Yeah.
Sounded really catchy. It came back, and I was already in my head. Polydai.
Yeah, while people saying in chat this feels very Eurovision, it exactly does, you know? It's like
Yeah.
catchy, so fun to dance to. And it's so cool that it's in Polish and like you don't need to understand anything about it, but like it still catches you, right? And it's like
Mhm.
what a fun vibe to it, right? And it like repeats and repeats, and you're like, yep, I got
Yeah.
it. I got it. And it's like, yeah, it's there and it's not gonna leave, by the way.
Yeah, but
No.
that's what was really good done, well done, because one like I said before, when a song is in a different language and you don't understand it, but if that it has something catchy that keeps coming back and gets stuck in your head, yeah, then it's a good song.
Yeah, nah, this was it was amazing. Like it's still like, and this is funny. You see the chat still going Pogledai, and that's something that we will have for the rest. Like
Yeah.
the rest of SEC will have Pogledai in our mind, and we cannot. Yeah, indeed, in your bed, you will be singing it still. This will not get out of your mind anytime soon. But that is well done. Some to create something so infectious and so like an earworm. It is very well done, and
Yeah,
it's
and
indeed very Eurovision. I could see sort of the entire stage set already. Like I could see the entire like somehow men with mustaches or something, like something crazy like on stage. It looked very cool. But yeah, very well done, Master Studios.
yeah, and Master Studio is saying in chat, this song captures a part of my life that I've expressed lyrically in a way that resonates with me, reflects emotions and experiences, but also I've left it open for everybody to interpret, finding their own meaning within it. And I think, yeah, I've just one thing to say about it, which is Pogledai Samumalo.
Yeah, exactly.
Love it.
It's very cool. Awesome. Awesome song, Master Studios. Well, then we go to Taboo Factor, and I've listened to several Taboo Factor songs, so I'm very curious what he will bring. Never a bad thing. So here we go. Love in the Dark Sunshine.
Yeah, yeah, la 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 la. Oh, oh, I will na la 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 la. Golden rays of sunshine, love that's so divine. Palms in the skyline, yeah, we still just in a dream. Radio plays sweet tunes underneath the moon, hiding in the shadows, flashes dims through the gloom. Love in the sunshine, war all the time, holding hands tightly, singing in a line. Horses running down the coastline, cities empty like a ghost town. Uniforms and love notes, making memories bleak and last. Jukebox playing love songs while the world goes wrong. We are stuck here with just shitty old tunes. Love in the sunshine, war all the time, holding hands tightly, singing in a line. Picnics near unshaken landmines. Love is all we feel. these shitty old tunes.
Whoa.
Oh man, like sitting having a family picnic while the world is ending. That's what this feels like.
Yeah.
It actually gave me a really a more Amy Winehouse vibe, with the vocals and the guitar, the little reggae. Uh,
Yeah.
I lost of the word.
Oh
You know
no,
what I mean?
we understand. No, no, but it's so lovely, so lovely with lyrics that are so dark sometimes. Like
Hmm.
Itai.
Yeah, there was such an interesting contrast between like the vibe of it, which we're all vibing to. It's kind of like warm embrace of the sun, picnic kind of stuff. But then it's like the lyrics are la 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 la, bombs in the skyline. Okay, unexploded landmines right next to us. There's such an interesting contrast there, and yeah, it's strange in a good way. Like you're singing the song and um kind of wondering at what is the the hidden meanings, like the different layers of it behind it. I mean, in one way, it can be like, well, very simple. Here we are listening to a lot of songs, and there's like, a whole lot of stuff going on around the world. It could be that. It could be like an alternative reality, like I hear Taboo Vector is saying in the chat, or like it's a satire song. Like there's so many different ways to
Yeah,
read it because of that contrast that creates a space for you to interpret it. And it's not just one thing, it could be so many different things in there.
yeah.
Um,
No,
so
but it,
yeah,
That is what made this lyric so great, because you can actually see a lot of things. This is just like life. Everything is happening all over the world, and one is happy, and one is sad. One is in war, one is in peace. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, and I think that that is something that, like, with news the way it is, sometimes people can get really down about everything that's happening in the world or about
Yeah.
events that are taking place. And sometimes when like you get outside and you see the sun and you go for a bike ride or something, or you just like go for a drive, then you can really sort of have that feeling of, yeah, but it's still very beautiful right now. But funnily for me, it's more like this song for me is like almost fictional, as in so close to sort of the end, in terms of like how I felt it, at least, that it's like you're like indeed sitting on a picnic blanket, like enjoying a good picnic while you're literally seeing the comet that coming out of the sky. Like you're seeing it, but you're like, yeah, what else are we gonna do? Like we might as well spend these last moments enjoying nice shitty tunes and enjoying being together with each other. Like it's a it's a beautiful day, but yeah, that's what else are we gonna do with it? And I really enjoyed that part of it. I think that's a very strong moment to illustrate or something. It's very lovely. And I thought it was very pretty, a very pretty song.
Yeah.
So that brings us to our last song tonight, and oh my God, what a night it has been again. um, so many different feelings and so many different sort of directions we've gone in already. Please stay for the last song, which is "Siren of the Moonlit Moor" by Ankerstrom. So let's go.
Swaying in.
Whoa!
Wow.
Wow. So, who of us played the air guitar? Because I know I did.
Yeah, I did too. Oh my
That was
god.
Daisy.
Daisy, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, that was amazing. That, oh my God, that guitar and the voice. I would make a persona of that one if you didn't already do that, because that was amazing, muffled, distorted little way. I'm not sure what they did with what the voice was done with it, but it sounded great. It sounded really great. I love the guitar all throughout the song. It keep getting me back to that. I was playing air guitar. I don't do that very often actually. So that was a really great song. It was a great ender.
Yeah, such a good ending song. Great. Itai,
Oh my
man.
gosh, I don't know if you all saw the show True Blood and like the vampires. Oh my gosh, from the first second that was exactly the vibe that I had here. And just like such a great everything around it, like the guitar, the rock, the kind of like the story about the siren in this place where like the angels don't go, or I forget the lyrics exactly, but like the gloom and like very like a very rich vibe from it all, and definitely a banger. What a fun song. Yeah, and I think I read like this is a story about a toxic relationship that draws you in. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is like like such a beautiful way to describe that, like with such rich imagery and such like great music to it. Awesome.
I'm gonna be very honest. I got none of the lyrics, and that doesn't happen to me very often. Like, it doesn't happen to me very often that I catch none of the lyrics because I really focus on lyrics most of the time. But the
Well,
music to this was so good. Like,
yeah, it's a
so
compliment.
insanely good. Like, and in terms of the guitar solos that are in between, like, I have really looked for those, like, Freebird guitar solos. Like, I've really looked for those in Suno, and somehow this person got them there so beautifully. Like those lovely sort of ah amazing guitar riffs. Oh, this was so nice. But I got none of the lyrics. I was just listening to the rhythm of everything and the solos, and the vocal style was awesome. Like, amazing. And really, that's insane. Like, I never have that I don't pay attention to any of the lyrics, but the music was just too good. It's crazy. Crazy
Yeah, it
good.
was a perfect ending.
Yeah, that was indeed a perfect ending. So, Ankerstrom, just want to say, we thought that was okay.
Okay, just
Okay.
Decent,
okay.
decent song.
Nah, it was okay.
It was okay. We had fun with it. It's decent song. I think that's the biggest compliment I could give here when I start calling things okay and a decent song. That is, that's
That's what you get when you get on a stream with two Dutch people and like the biggest compliment. It's okay.
it's okay. No, truly,
Ach, ach,
truly, that was so
Bas,
good.
ach,
Sorry?
het gaat wel.
Ach, het gaat wel. Ach. Oh man. Oh, that was a great stream, guys. Well,
Yeah,
We
that was
did, we
fun.
did so many different things. We did so many different things. Travel songs and devil songs and peace and love and dances and like addiction and oh grandmothers. Oh my gosh, like and comedy with like the life-saving hook. Like there's so
Oh
many.
yeah.
Wow, this such a very trip today. Like really cool.
yeah, did you enjoy your time being on stream 3 days? Did you have fun?
Yeah, I had to. It was a little bit new for me. I never had any live stream like this, so it was. I was a bit nervous, I have to say, but yeah. I hope everybody liked it as well. I hope I wasn't too too short with some comments because I still had to get to know how to give comments best. I never did it like this, so I hope I never
Absolutely
I
not.
did I didn't disappoint anybody. Maybe in the beginning I was a little bit short and not giving too much details what I
Please
liked
stop.
about the song, but
Stop.
okay.
No,
The
you
chat
didn't.
is the chat is raving and the chat wants you back. So
All right.
Exactly. Yeah, just
Okay.
wanted to say that you did an amazing job. Don't worry at all. You did it very awesomely. And give it up for Daisy. Please, if you're in the chat, let her know that you were very happy that she was here. And yes. Uh,
Okay. I'll
it was
let
okay. It
I'll
was
be
okay.
back.
exactly. That's all I wanted to hear. Very cool. Now, I think that's it. Right now, there is promotions going on. So if your song is in week 3, please go to the channel, write something about it, tell You were okay and decent.
Yeah.
But right, sorry, that distracted me.
Yeah, me too.
Go to the channel. Write something about your song. Tell us what it means to you. Tell us what you thought when you made it. Tell us about the process. Anything you wanna say about it, please do. That way we can connect more with you and your music. I think that's great. So there's two moments to do that. One is today and tomorrow, where you can sort of either today or tomorrow do a promotion, and then Wednesday and Thursday you can do a promotion. So do it, please, because I think all your songs are worth being promoted. And then on Thursday we will have another stream where we will take a listen to the second 20 of these songs and um, get ourselves into more voting hell and literal hell and devils and stuff like that. So, yeah, I think that's it from my end. Please, if you still want to say something, Itai or Three
Yeah,
Days, yeah, we'll leave.
I just want to say thank you again to everyone for joining us on the stream and like joining us to watch, listen to these songs live and cry with us and laugh with us and dance with us and emojis and everything. This is so special to like listen to all these songs through all of your perspectives and ears. And Daisy, it's wonderful to have you and Sebastian always. Like it's just so fun. So thank you for being here and can't wait
Thank you
for
for
more.
having me.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
problem. No, we were happy to have you. Very excited to have you here, actually. So super nice to be here. Um, well, that is always the awkwardest moment of the time where we have to say goodbye and wave and do this thing, and then I never know when to press the transition or when to stop exactly. But that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna say Pogodai. No, goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye, and have a great
Bye,
night.
everyone.
You.